Captain America stands for justice, integrity, and heroism. But what happens when he's thrown into a world where superheroes are corrupt, corporations control the narrative, and the so-called protectors are just violent egomaniacs in capes? If Steve Rogers found himself in the Boys universe, would he stand a chance against Homelander and Vought? Would the public rally behind him, or would they see him as just another manufactured hero? Stay tuned to find out what happens. During a mission against Hydra, Captain America and the Avengers storm a secret base. In the chaos, Cap is thrown through an experimental portal before Iron Man can destroy it. When he wakes up, he's not in his world anymore. The technology, the media, the heroes, it all seems familiar yet twisted. He quickly realizes that this isn't another timeline of the Marvel Universe. This is something far worse. Cap operates from the shadows, gathering intel. He watches an interview with Homelander where the public praises him as the greatest hero. Something feels off. Cap notices how people hesitate before answering certain questions, how fear lingers in the background. That suspicion is confirmed when he sees the Deep stealing a dolphin from an enclosure. Cap doesn't pick fights without reason, so instead of attacking, he sends a warning shot, his shield bouncing off nearby objects before landing back in his hand. The Deep, too arrogant to recognize the threat, mocks Cap's outdated patriotism, calling him a soldier boy knockoff. Cap doesn't respond to insults. Instead, he warns the Deep to stop. The Deep refuses, leading to an instant fight. Within seconds, Cap takes him down, demonstrating skill far beyond anything the Deep has faced. Before authorities arrive, Cap vanishes, but not before gathering intel from his defeated opponent. When the Deep returns to Vought, Homelander isn't impressed. He berates him for the humiliation, then kicks him out of the Seven. But more importantly, Homelander now knows someone new is in town. Someone dangerous. Cap uncovers the truth. Vought controls everything. Their heroes aren't selfless defenders of justice. They are corporate assets, trained to maintain the illusion of heroism while maximizing profits. Cap doesn't just oppose corrupt individuals, he takes down systems. Instead of openly challenging Vought, he builds an underground resistance. This movement, an equivalent to S.H.I.E.L.D. in this universe, attracts those victimized by supes and corporations. Cap becomes a symbol of real heroism, drawing support from the people. Vought isn't the only group interested in Cap. Grace Mallory sees his potential as a weapon against Supes and sends Butcher and his team to track him down. They set up a fake intel drop, luring Cap into an ambush. Cap immediately senses the setup, but still walks into the warehouse. When Butcher's team attacks, Cap neutralizes them within seconds. He incapacitates Kimiko, disarms Frenchie, and subdues Huey without breaking a sweat. Butcher, unwilling to back down, tries to go for a kill shot, but Cap disarms him, breaking his nose in the process. Grace arrives before things escalate further, offering Cap an alliance. He listens but remains skeptical, seeing her as another version of Nick Fury, someone with good intentions but willing to compromise morals for results. Cap agrees to collaborate but refuses to work directly with Butcher, whose brutal tactics remind him too much of Frank Castle. Instead, he aligns with Mother's Milk and Starlight, training them to be more effective against Vought. The situation escalates when Stormfront enters the scene. Cap uncovers her history as Liberty and her deep ties to Vought's hidden past. Unlike others who treat her as just another corrupt Supa, Cap sees her for what she truly is, a direct descendant of Hydra ideology. This puts her at the top of his hit list. Stormfront, skilled in media manipulation, tries to turn the public against Cap, labeling him a terrorist. However, Cap counters with hard evidence, exposing her past and linking Vought to Hydra-like operations. This damages Vought's credibility and puts Homelander on the defensive. As public opinion shifts, Vought scrambles to contain the fallout. Cap tracks Stormfront down and defeats her. His shield withstands her electricity, and his combat skills outmatch her strength. With her incapacitated, Vought's facade begins to crumble. With Stormfront out of the picture, Homelander's PR nightmare worsens. In desperation, Vought decides to bring back Soldier Boy. Stan Edgar positions him as Homelander's new mentor, attempting to control the narrative. Cap studies Soldier Boy's history and quickly realizes that he is nothing more than a weaker, less disciplined version of himself. Soldier Boy's presence destabilizes everything. When he unleashes his explosion, killing innocent civilians, Cap knows he has to act immediately. He gathers intelligence, plans his next move, and calls out Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Vought publicly, setting the stage for a final confrontation. Vought sends the Seven to stop Cap. However, Starlight betrays them, helping Cap disable A-Train by breaking his legs. Queen Maeve, fed up with Homelander, joins Cap's side. Homelander, enraged, fights against Starlight and Kimiko while Cap takes on Soldier Boy. Cap's superior training and combat experience allow him to overpower Soldier Boy, knocking him unconscious before he can use his explosion ability. Meanwhile, Homelander, weakened from fighting multiple opponents, faces Cap in a final showdown. The fight is brutal, but Cap's skill and endurance give him the edge. He doesn't just win, he makes a statement. The world sees a real hero stand against corruption. With the Seven dismantled and their crimes exposed, Vought collapses. Cap ensures that justice is served, placing the remaining supes on trial rather than executing them. However, Butcher refuses to let things end this way. He assassinates Victoria Newman, triggering Cap's breaking point. Cap brutally beats Butcher and turns him in, proving that real justice isn't about revenge. He establishes a new organization, a true version of S.H.I.E.L.D., and places Mother's Milk in charge, before finally returning to his own universe. If Captain America existed in the boys' universe, Vought would fall, the Seven would be exposed, and the public would finally see what true heroism looks like. What do you think? Would Cap succeed, or would Vought find a way to silence him? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive breakdowns.